And we're joined in studio by two of my favorite people, friends of mine, and not just because they brew beer, because they're great guys. We got Larry and Jamie from Mill House Brewing Company. What's going on, fellas?
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I had to bring you in because you've got interesting stuff going on. Always have interesting stuff going on. In fact, just celebrated your first anniversary about a month ago, right?
Yeah, a month ago, just November 13th.
Congratulations on that.
Thanks. It's been a ride.
You've got another milestone I want to get to in a couple of minutes, but first I want to open things up because if people don't know, you're located right there in Poughkeepsie, basically on the arterial. It's on Mill Street. And what I like is you guys have this complete experimental style without being completely crazy. There are certain breweries that they try to do different things, and their idea of different is, hey, let's throw in 85 jalapenos and wasabi. And it's like, slow your roll, dude. Like, let me just enjoy this beer. What you guys do is interesting. One of my favorite beers that I've ever had, in general, not just at your place, is the Albany Ale that you recently came out with. And tell us about that one. That one's really fascinating.
Well, that's a real special beer to us and to this area. It was based on a recipe from Matthew Vassar from 1841. He used local ingredients. He was the fifth largest brewery in that time frame in the country.
It's a big
and this was
part
a beer
of the Hudson
town.
Valley, man.
Yeah. So we researched that recipe painstakingly, put it together the best that we could to give it, its true essence.
Yeah, and it's absolutely delicious. But you also have something for all the hopheads out there that you just recently came out with, too.
We recently released our Northwest Territory. It's an Imperial IPA. It comes in at about 9.3%.
It's a good evening. That's a good night right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's 93 IBUs, so there's a lot of hop bitterness there, but it's also a very balanced beer, so those IBUs are definitely distributed amongst backbone bitterness as well as flavor and aroma. So it's not a punch you in the back of the throat IPA. It's very easy drinking and enjoyable, so you got to be careful with the ABV that it's packing because it does go down so easily.
It's nice. I like that you mentioned that because there are certain beers that taste good. They end up it's like, oh my God, what happened to my chest? Why am I burning right now? This one is incredibly balanced. It's just great flavor from front to back. Just a really, really good beer. But there's one that I'm really, really excited about. One of my favorite styles. And you actually need some help naming this one, right?
Yeah, we were hoping that maybe between our fans on Facebook and your listener base that maybe we could open up a little contest and come up with some local creativity in naming our Russian Imperial Stout that we'll be releasing between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, man, that's the real Christmas gift of this holiday season. It's going to be that Russian Imperial Stout. So it's a Russian Imperial Stout. What are your parameters? What are the rules? And what are you guys hoping to do with it?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to open up a conversation on our Facebook page, which is Mill House Brewing on Facebook. It's easy to find.
And we'll link to it, too, on the WRRV Facebook page as well, on WRRV.com.
So our regular stout that we brew that's like, mid 5% ABV is called the Velvet Panda. Obviously, there's a historical throwback there to the Mill House Panda, which was the previous restaurant of the building which we now occupy. The velvety mouthfeel is hence the velvet, and Panda, obviously, for the Mill House.
Right.
So we feel that there's like this lineage we want to continue with in the Panda lineup. So what is the next Panda of this wonderful Russian Imperial variant, which is going to be approximately 12% ABV. Oof. I mean, just chewy and layered and complex and chocolatey and roasty, and I mean, just an amazing beer.
Oh, you guys, all right, you got to slow down for a second because I'm getting a little too excited over here. So what you need is a panda-themed name for a big old delicious dark beer. That's what you're looking for.
That is, yeah.
And Mill House Brewing on Facebook, right? WRV.com is going to have all of the links, things like that. Now, you've got a beer dinner, too, that I want to get the word out about because I always love a good beer dinner. And you've got a great guest as well. So it's on January 28th, right?
If you came to our first beer dinner, you know what to expect. If you didn't, you should have. We really go all out for these types of events because we serve our beer and food every day. So these events are a way to us to showcase it in a different way and give us some more creativity and do things that don't maybe make the menu. So if you're really a fan of Mill House or want a really great night with world-class music, this is a great venue to go to locally that time of year.
Morale Coriel is a legendary figure in Hudson Valley music. He's going to be performing there Thursday, January 28th. It's at 6:30 p.m. If you want to get your hands on tickets, and they are going to go fast, and they are limited, millhousebrewing.com. That's the best way to get in touch with the guys. Of course, the website's good. If you want to just try the great beer, go. I cannot recommend it enough. Larry, Jamie, thanks so much.
Thank you, dudes. Good to see you.